Respected youngsters, welcome. Salutations to the wonderful Desha Bhakta in you, Dharma Bhakta in you, prospectus contributor to the whole world in as many as ways possible for you. To such you, my salutations, welcome, and gratitudes too that there is a chance given to me to talk to you on this beautiful Bhagavad Gita Shastra, along with some things also we were discussing from Sri Rama's divine qualities, other needful things of which we have to become aware. Out of the five things we do every day, the last one, the Rama's Gunas, before that, the Gita, before that, the Veda Mantra, before that, Shanti Mantra and Sankalpa. First one is some awareness thought, common sense thought. Today is the 75th Republic Day. Therefore, happy Republic Day wishes. Prayers for you all. Ganatantra Dinotsava. Constitution accepted, started that way. Now, I'll not go much into detail. 7, 8 things I'll talk to you quickly. First is what key do your study, profession, career, increase your bank balance, live a comfortable, good life. But that is basic minimum. Beyond that, other than that, along with that, the country, the nation, the countrymen, the people of the nation, also we have to mind about and do whatever is possible in our reach to serve them and to take care of them as much as you can, even by paying the taxes on time, etc. That also is the minimum thing which you can do. Like that, don't be totally forgetting the jati and jati praja. That's what is first appeal to you. Second is uh, listen to all wonderful Deshabhakti Gane in Hindi or in your own mother tongues. Feel how those great poets have visualized what happened in our nation and have given them to us for inspiration. I love all these Hindi songs of मेरे देश के धरती सोना उगले और ये वतन तुझको मेरी कसम और व्हाट इज दैट कर चले हम फिदा जान वतन साथियों अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों और दिल दिया है जान देंगे हे वतन तेरे लिए और अ, हम्म, सोने की चिड़िया वह बसेरा ये भारत वेश है मेरा. Oh Allah, that song and the recently selected for an inspirational patriotism, that one. ये मेरे वतन की लोगो जरा आंख में भर ले पानी. I think we will do our satsang also on those songs. This time we missed, but next maybe 15 अगस्त से पहले 7 दिन every day one Ghana we will play and see the meaning of it. You must thoroughly know the meaning of them and see the feelings of Desha Bhakti from that, which will really inspire you, give such a great joy. That's why Rama also never wanted to stay anywhere, even Lanka, etc. After killing Ravanadi, he says, Janani Janma Bhumischa Swargadapi Gariyasi. Okay, that one you do. Second one is you must know the thorough meaning of these two, our national song, national anthem of Janaganamana Adhinayaka Jaya He, and also the Vande Mataram. In the Vande Mataram is, I salute Bharata Mata, who is so beautiful. And I make her so beautiful, rich, and then I salute her for giving me this opportunity. Great meaning it is. So to Janaganamana Adhinayaka, every line is good. Tava Shubha Name Jage, taking your only name, I wake up. Tava Shubha Ashisha Mange, saluting to you at your feet, O Mother India. I take your blessings and Gahe Tavaje Gatha. Great achievements I do, and I remember of the past heroes who have achieved great things for you, and I sing the glory of that. Tava Gahe Tavaje Gatha. That way, Janagana Mangala Dayaka. So Janagana को मंगल देने वाला है भारत माता. Anybody comes to India without biasness, they only enjoy it. Those who have religious vastness, nation vastness, jealousy to our country, we can't help it. Okay. Along with that, these two main songs of Jai Jai Jaya Priya Bharata Janayitri Divya Dhatri, that one, and any of your mother tongue wala Desha Bhakti Gane of the immediately after freedom, before freedom wale, they were very powerful, filled with enthusiasm. Only for Desha Bhakti they were very Rang De Basanti and all. Also, you say even modern also. You yourself be a good poet too. Take a vow of writing one Deshabhakti Gita every year, two of them. एक 15 अगस्त से पहले, एक आज का 26 जनवरी से पहले. Thus more and more देशभक्ति गाना should come up. Already existing also should be. In every state in their language, great poets came and glorified our nation, freedom fighting, etc. So this is one aspect I wanted to share with you humbly. First one is don't only just run for money and all only, feel for the nation, for the glory of our nation, etc. Enhance your Desha Bhakti by all these things. Second set of five things I want to discuss with you are these, not in elaboration, precisely leaving for your homework. One, first of all, basically, why did we lose the freedom? Why we became the slaves and how? Because when you know it as youngsters, that reason you will not allow again to happen, then that slavery will not enter into to be troubled for thousands of years. Okay, only three things make us slaves to others. One is our own bhoga sakti, too much enjoyments. Second is our mutual quarrel. Third is our being lazy. Laziness includes everything. When they were entering, occupying our nation, dominating us, still we were watching only doing nothing. That was the laziness. So too, the bhoga sakti, the bhoga they give, temptations they give of comforts ka kisi bhi tarah ka karo, becoming a slave to it. Third one is mutually our own kings fighting with each other and all. Unity was not there. So let we be as a nation united. Let us be first the yoga parayana, not bhoga parayana. Don't get sold out to that. And always alert and active, dynamic. No laziness. Okay. So why we lost freedom and why became slaves? Not only at that time at the national level, even now we lost freedom to do great things and achieve great things. We are slaves. To whom we are slaves? Our own senses, our own lazinesses. How to master them? How to come out of slavery? A very good thinking and exercise. Second thing I want to talk, though it is a little sensitive, is how once we lost freedom became slaves. We were heinously tortured and troubled and tyrannized and killed and brutalized and all by these, whether they are Mughals or Britishers, whoever were there, how much inhumanly they acted with our own forefathers, our own grandparents, great grandparents. Because we should know it because when you become slave, you will have to go through this dukkha. है ना You see something happening in Ukraine, something happening in Gaza. अरे भाई ये सब इंडिया में इतने बार किए हैं लोग. We should know it. Those facts are hidden and goody goody things are written in the history which is absolutely not correct. You must know. Then only you become alert, not allowing those things to happen. Two things are told why we lost freedom, became slaves, how we were tortured, troubled, looted, plundered, killed, molested, everything. Big thing it is, so much heinously, unimaginable. Not even Rakshasas of the past have done. Third one was from 1757 onwards up to 1947, 190 years. How many hundreds and thousands of Desha Bhaktas sacrificed their lives, their comforts, everything for Desha Swatantrata, you must know. Not only the well known famous names, but in each of your own states, in the villages, towns, in whatever small, big level, in whatever small, little way, so many have worked. Actually, you know it. You must know. Then only you will not run to America and all these only to earn artha and kama as if in India you don't get them and be away from our country culture. Mainly the being the enjoying the joy of being here with parents and contributing to our nation. क्या रखा है दूसरे देश में जो इंडिया में नहीं है कि भागते रहते हो स्पेशली द यूथ. डोंट ब्लेम गवर्नमेंट है पोजिशन हाँ वो ऐसा ही होता है वो. यू बी ए कंट्रीब्यूटर नॉट एन एस्केपिस्ट अ रनर फॉर योर ओन कंफर्ट. आई डोंट अग्री इफ यू गो आई कांट डू एनीथिंग. बट मैं बता रहा हूँ मेरे अपने देश का अब तरक्की करो. ऐसा बनाओ कि नॉट यू आर गोइंग देयर दोज फॉरेनर्स आर कमिंग टू इंडिया. है कि नहीं. दे हैव अर्थ काम वी हैव धर्म मोक्ष. तो ours by nature is this work on these fields. Don't get enslaved by them. You get money and enjoyments in the other country, only that. But all other beautiful, sacred, divine things, you'll just miss them. Then today, 26 January, those who are in foreign countries, do you know that freedom, that fervor of being in that independent republic nation? The other day, Ram Mandir was made. How can you have the joy when you are in foreign country? Every year, and so many festivals of high order happen. कहाँ आपको वहाँ मिल रहा है मजा. देर आर सम अदर ऑब्लिगेशन कंपल्शंस ओके. फ्यू लोग तो जाना पड़ता है. पूरा दुनिया छोटा बन रहा है. बट देन थिंक फॉर व्हाट पर्पस एंड इन व्हाट वे वन इज गोइंग एंड ऑल. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट बी हियर improve our nation serve it. That is what we learn when you see how in that 190 years so many great Deshabhaktas sacrificed their life for the Swatantrata. The Bhagat Singhs, the Sukhdevs, the Rajgurus, the Subhash Chandra Bose, the Sardar Patel, the Chandrasekhar Azads, all of them, Jhansi Ki Rani, Lakshmibai, every state have their own great people. And the Lal Bal Bal, Lala Rajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar, Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, these are all great people. Study their life histories. कई लाइब्रेरी में मिलेगा आपको. Then keep intact that freedom, that beautiful patriotism. Three things I told. Why we lost freedom, became slaves, how we were tortured, and how the sacrifices made to get independence. Fourth is from 47 and today is 24, 2024. In last 77 years, how India has bettered in whatever the fields where we are lagging behind. What are the troubles, problems, whichever they may be, which are hindering our true progress. First, divine true progress. It's not only economic, but cultural, values, morality, ethics, unity. ये है real growth. Only money growth and enjoyments growth is not correct growth. That corrupts the mind. We become day by day the slaves and animals with that. So having defined exact what's growth, what happened in last 77 years, just be aware, browse through, go through in as many fields as you can be knowing, know them. Fourth thing, and the fifth and last is therefore for the next 25 years, 50 years, 100 years, 1000 years, 5000, 10,000 years, how do you want your Bharat Mata to look? India to look, Hindustan to look, Bharat Desh. Then for that, what is to be done and what is your contribution? My contribution. I want to see my Bharat Mata full of all knowing Shastra Jnanam, keeping Paramatma as the moksha, Paramatma Prapti as a goal, moksha Prapti, and living life of Dharma, serving around. Therefore, I took up this work of studying, talking on Shastra, along with my efforts to do my own sadhana. I want to see my Bharat Mata glorious earlier like in its spiritual greatness and culture. Each of you economically करना है तो what's your contribution? You want one defense wise, you want to have the brother, big brother name, guide, guru for the whole world. उसके लिए क्या करना? So if these five are thought about by us, then we are just really celebrating our 26 January Republic Day or 15 August, the Independence Day. And in trying to become aware of these and working towards it, only we save ourselves from doing all unwanted things and falling down. Once again, I congratulate you on the most auspicious day of Republic Day. Okay. Now we'll do our 5 things. Om Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Asyam Shubhaditau Mama Upatta Samasta Durtakshe Dwara Sri Parameshwara Prityartham श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास परब्रह्म श्रुतिमातो समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्याणां ऋषीणां मुनीनां गुरूणां देवतानां अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध पुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवद भागवत दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम ये अस्मिन् धर्म कर्मणि निश्चिताः तेषां सर्वेषां दिग्विजयार्थं बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न निवारणेन अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये देशधर्मभक्तिप्राप्तिद्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं भारतमातुः परम उत्कृष्टस्थानप्राप्त्यर्थं च अनेकानेक कार्यक्रम शास्त्र अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारणं वेद मंत्र पठनं गीता अध्ययनं श्री वाल्मीकि रामायण द्वारा रामचंद्र स्वामिनः दिव्य गुणानां आविष्करणं साधना प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. स्टार्ट. ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Friends, let us do the Parayanam 5 minutes. Vedamatra. Om Atha Shri Krishna Yajurvediya Taittiriya Brahmanam Prathamashtakam Chaturtha Prapatakaha Atha Ekadasha Mantradharabhya. Om Soma Avishanyage Rajyayikancha Udastad उदस्ताद्देव्यदितिर्विश्वरूपे आयुर्यज्ञपतावधात् इन्द्राय कृण्वति भागं मित्राय वरुणाय च यं वा अग्निहोत्री यं वा एतस्य निषीदति यस्या अग्निहोत्री निषीदति तामुत्थापयेत् उदस्ताद्देव्यदितिरिति यं वै देव्यदितिः इमामेवास्मा उत्थापयते आयुर्यज्ञपतावधादित्याः आयुरेवास्मिन् दधाति इन्द्राय कृण्वते भागं मित्राय वरुणाय चेत्याह यथा यजुरेवैततो अवर्तिं वा एषैतस्य प्राप्मानं प्रतीख्याय निषेधते यस्याग्निहोत्र्युपसृष्टा निषेधति तान् दुग्ध्वा ब्राह्मणाय दद्यात् यस्यान्नं नाद्यात् अवर्तिमेवास्मिन् पाप्मानं प्रतिमुञ्जते दुग्ध्वा ददाते न ह्यदृष्टा दक्षिणा दीयते पृथिवीं वा एतस्य पय प्रविशते यस्याग्निहोत्रं दुह्यमानग्गस्कन्दति यदद्य दुग्धं पृथिवीमसक्त यदोषधीरप्यसरद्यदापः पयो गृहेषु पयो अग्नियासु पयो वत्सेषु पयो अस्तु तन्मयीत्याह पय एवात्मन् गृहेषु पशुषु धत्ते अप उपसृजति अद्भिरेवैनदाप्नोति यो वै यज्ञस्यार्थे नानार्तगं सगं सृजति उभे वैते तर्ह्यार्चदः अर्चति खलु वा एतदग्निहोत्रं यद्दुह्यमानग्गस्कन्दति यदभिदुह्यात् आर्तेनानार्तं यज्ञस्य सगं सुचेत तदेव यादृक् कीदृक् च होतव्यम् अध्यानान् दुग्ध्वा पुनर्होतव्यम् अनार्ते नैवार्तं यज्ञस्य निष्करोति यद्युद्धृतस्य स्कन्देत यत्ततो हुत्वा पुनरेयात् यज्ञं विच्छिन्द्यात् यत्र स्कन्धेतु तन्निषद्य पुनः पुनर्गृहीयात् यत्रैव स्कन्धते तत एवैनत् पुनर्गृह्णाते तदेव यादृक् कीदृक् च होतव्यम् अथान्यान् दुग्ध्वा पुनर्होतव्यम् अनार्ते नैवार्तं यज्ञस्य निष्करोति ओम शांति 15 mantras done, 16 onwards tomorrow. Now Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter, last shloka telling us the phala of identifying ourselves with the Purusha, the Gneya, the Kshetrajna, and keeping detached from the Prakriti. This is what is 35th shloka. Chant it 4 times. We will see the meaning. We chant the entire chapter. We offer it at the feet of the Lord toward the end of the class with the arati to start the chapter 14 from tomorrow. Then toward the end anyway, the Rama Gunas also we will see. Let us start. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Shrimad Bhagavad Gita अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगः अथ पंचविंशतम अन्त्यश्लोकः श्रीभगवानुवाच क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम् अगेन क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम् अगेन क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम् अगेन क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा भूत प्रकृतिमोक्षं च ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम् लास्ट ओम क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा भूत प्रकृतिमोक्षं च ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम् ओम तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगो नाम त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः हरि ओम. Friends, all the 6 things were discussed. Which binds what type of life, that's discussed. Sadhana for liberation is discussed. 20 values under the subheading of Jnanam were discussed in the beginning days only. And the two things in the 4 last shlokas, the important thoughts, they were also discussed. It was a very exhaustive, thorough study. In fact, if you can really find interest in, you must listen at least once, twice. Last 1 month of every day is this 20 minutes of Gita talk, 20 or 30 minutes. Okay, now the Falashruti of studying this Gita through that studying 13th chapter, in that said things of Kshetrajna, Neya and Purusha, when we identify what is the result? Saying this very technically, subtly, soundly, our Bhagavan Krishna concludes the 13th chapter. Okay, what is it here? Yanti te param. Te param yanti. This is the result. Te means they. That te word Sanskrit alone made as they by these English people. Te param yanti. They achieve the supreme. And what supreme? All of us, when we close eyes and see what we want to be, we want to be eternal, permanent. We want to be infinite, unconditional. We want to be blissful. We don't want to be cheated by anyone. So that wanting to be eternal, permanent is Satswarupa. Wanting to be uncheated, therefore wise always is called being Chitswarupa. Wanting not to have any slightest misery, all time I want to become Ananda is called as Ananda Swarupa. Therefore, Parama is what we seek inside, which is talked in the Shastra as Satyam Jnanam Anantam. They named that state of experience as Brahma or Atma or Paramatma or Moksha. So Paramyanti means Mokshamyanti. Paramyanti means Brahmayanti. Paramyanti means Atmayanti. Paramyanti means Satchidananda Paramatma Ahamasmi. That is experienced. Once you reach it, there is no going back, coming back, again to get enslaved or conditioned or bound. So, te param yanti. They achieve the ultimate. Who studied this 30 chapter and did the sadhana? In that, what are the things taught? Again, I have to start from Shloka 1. Don't be afraid, I will not do that. But the summary is given by our Krishna Bhagavan in the form of two sadhanas or two things, two achievements. He says, Pashyanti. He says, Jnana Chakshusha Pashyanti. Means who know, who understand, who practice, who experience. Two things. Jnana Chakshusha ye viduhu te param yanti. With the eye of wisdom, those who know these two things, they reach the Supreme Self. Okay? In Vedanta, knowing is doing. Doing is to be or become. It's more than being, more than becoming, it is being or be. Knowing is for doing is to be. Knowing itself is being actually. Okay? What are the two things? First, Kshetra Kshetrajnyoyoho Antaram. Antara means fasala, difference between exclusive differences. What is the opposite of Antaram? Identification. Kshetra Kshetrajna ek ho jana. That is the cause of samsara. Now the Antara means the difference between them. How to understand it? This is how it is. This is Kshetra, this is Kshetrajna, this is Kshetra. When you said Kshetrajna Kshetra, you should also add Purusha and Prakriti. Okay? Kshetra one, Kshetrajna one, Kshetra many. Kshetrajna is consciousness, Kshetra is Jada. Kshetrajna never modifies, Kshetra modifies. Kshetrajna is the result of, Kshetrajna is eternal staying, independent, but Kshetra depends on karma and karma phala, it is temporary. Kshetrajna, there is bliss in him. Kshetra, there is only struggle and misery. Kshetrajna never dies or ends, Kshetra dies. Kshetrajna supports the Kshetra, is not dependent on it. Kshetra cannot exist without Kshetrajna independently. This is the antaram between these two. Kshetra, Kshetrajna, antaram. Second thing is very essential. What is that? This Kshetra, Kshetrajnika antaram with Jnana Chakshu, when you viduhu know, it only gets completed in this thing that Kshetrajna with all these qualities is pure me, purely is me. I have nothing to do with this Kshetra. Unnecessarily not knowing me to be this Kshetrajna with these Lakshanas. I was just identifying with I or mine or for me thoughts with this Kshetra and putting all Kshetra's headaches on my head and I was suffering. This is the meaning of Jnana Chakshusha Antaram knowing. Kshetra Kshetrajnayoho evam Antaram Jnana Chakshusha ye viduhu te param yanti. So very clear it is. This is Kshetra, this is Kshetrajna, and I am Kshetrajna. I have nothing to do with the Kshetra. In my presence, Kshetra may work, but I am not influenced. I am Kshetrajna. This is called not Charma Chakshu, Jnana Chakshu. And how do you get that? Like this only from your Gurus, Acharyas. When you study the Shastras for long time, deeply contemplate, then slowly the information, then the knowledge, then the confirmation, then conviction, then the practice, the habit, the experience, then you get established in that. Then you get transformation from a bound individual to a liberated sage. Any difficulty in understanding? क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञयोः अंतरम एवं ज्ञान चक्षुषा ये विदुः ते परम यान्ति. Simultaneously, second thing. In that only it is also mentioned. What is it? Bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye viduhu te param yanti. Means what? They know bhutas. Bhuta means all beings. All beings are made from Panchamahabhutas. Panchamahabhutas have come from the Prakriti. All of that is Kshetra. All of that is what you call as Prakriti only. Moksha means what? How to get not influenced by that. Who knows this? Whoever knows this. So, how do you get not influenced by it? By detaching from it. By saying it is neither mine nor me nor for me. है ना अहम मम मह्यम मी माइन एंड फॉर मी तो ऑपोजिट ऑफ इट इज न हम न मम न मह्यम विद दिस साधना दैट भूत प्रकृति का मोक्ष हमको पता चलता है वी गेट लिबरेटेड फ्रॉम द भूतास मीन्स एक्सप्रेशंस ऑफ ऑल आउट ऑफ द प्रकृति सो भूत प्रकृति बंधनम वी आर नाउ इन प्रकृति से बना हुआ भूतों से तादात्म्य होकर Moksha means by withdrawing. How do we get moksha? By denying only, by detaching only from it. Whatever the things with which something is bound, when that is removed, the bondage is gone. So you lock your house, lock and key. When the key with the key, when you open the lock bondage is over. Open that latch bondage is over. Closed, you push it, that gets opened. जिससे ताला हुआ उसको खोलो तो खुल जाता है. So with this Bhuta Prakriti, I said it is me so far. That became the cause of Bandhana. Now it's not me when you say Bandhana goes away, moksha happens. So we have to do the Bhuta Prakriti Moksham. We should know and practice. Second, Kshetra Kshetrajna Antaram, having known it, identify ourselves with the Kshetrajna, not with Kshetra. When if you are able to do this, Param Yanti, we are no more living life at the very relative level to struggle more, suffer more, gain nothing. We will be in the absolute level where there is zero struggle, 100% bliss and freedom. As a Kshetrajna, as a Purusha, there is a freedom. With the Kshetra, we are only bound. So in this way, Kshetra, Kshetrajna Vibhaga named this chapter, gave us a yoga unison with the Kshetrajna called as permanent bliss, permanent liberation. Iti, in this way, Srimad Bhagavad Gita also in the songs sung by Lord Krishna, Upanishads, which is the essence of Upanishad, Brahma Vidyayam, whose ultimate goal is to teach us Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastri, which also has got the practical tips told for us to reach that Brahma Vidya, Krishna Samvade, which has come in the form of dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, Kshetra Kshetra Vibhaga Yoga Nama, named as Kshetra Kshetra Vibhaga, Trayodashodhyaya, thus ends the 13th chapter. Iti. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. So in this way, the 13 chapters study, which took good amount of days. I don't remember. 34 shlokas means the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shlokas. Or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those 5 shlokas containing 20 values. वही हमने at least 8-10 दिन लिए थे. So each shloka one day if you put so 40-45 days we studied. देख लो आप कब से start हो. Okay, today by chanting this 13th chapter completely, we announce the conclusion of chapter 13 to begin the 14th one tomorrow and be regular sincere. Another enchanting chapter it is, which will be exhaustively talking about Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunas, about which we were listening right from the chapter 2 onwards. हर चैप्टर में गुणों का बात आता ही है. व्हाट इज व्हाट गुण, हाउ इट बाइंड्स, हाउ टू गेट लिबरेटेड, सारा अति मुख्य और आराम से समझ में आने वाला ये 14 चैप्टर है. इट इज ऑल्सो लाइक क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग, that is गुणत्रय विभाग yoga. We will study it from tomorrow. Today we'll make a chanting of 13 chapter and announce its conclusion. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः. क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगः. अर्जुन उवाच प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञमेव च एतद् वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव. श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते एतद्यो वेत्ति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः. क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत. क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं यत्तज्ज्ञानं मतं मम. तत्क्षेत्रं यच्च यादृक् च यद्विकारि यतश्च यत् स च यो यत्प्रभावश्च तत्समासेन मे शृणु. ऋषिभिर्बहुधा गीतं छन्दोभिर्विविधैः पृथक् ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः. महाभूतान्यहङ्कारः बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः. इच्छा द्वेषः सुखं दुःखं सङ्घातश्चेतना धृतिः. एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम्. अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः. इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम् अनहङ्कार एव च जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम् असक्तिरनभिष्वङ्गः पुत्रदारगृहादिषु नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम् इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी. विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरतिर्जनसंसदि अध्यात्मज्ञाननित्यत्वं तत्त्वज्ञानार्थदर्शनम्. एतज्ज्ञानमिति प्रोक्तम् अज्ञानं यदतोऽन्यथा ज्ञेयं यत्तत् प्रवक्ष्यामि यज्ञात्वामृतमश्नुते. अनादिमत्परं ब्रह्म न सत्तन्नासदुच्यते. सर्वतः पाणिपादं तत् सर्वतोक्षिशिरोमुखं सर्वतः श्रुतिमल्लोके सर्वमावृत्य तिष्ठति. सर्वेन्द्रियगुणाभासं सर्वेन्द्रियविवर्जितम् असक्तं सर्वभृच्चैव निर्गुणं गुणभोक्तृ च बहिरन्तश्च भूतानाम् अचरं चरमेव च सूक्ष्मत्वात् तदविज्ञेयं दूरस्थं चान्तिके च तत् अविभक्तं च भूतेषु विभक्तमिव च स्थितं भूतभर्तृ च तज्ज्ञेयं ग्रसिष्णु प्रभविष्णु च ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमस परमुच्यते. ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितम् इति क्षेत्रं तथा ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं चोक्तं समासतः. मद्भक्त एतद् विज्ञाय मद्भावायोपपद्यते. प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव विध्यनादि उभावपि विकारांश्च गुणांश्चैवान् विद्धि प्रकृति संभवान्. कार्यकरणकर्तृत्वे हेतुः प्रकृतिरुच्यते. पुरुषः सुख दुःखानां भोक्तृत्वे हेतुरुच्यते. पुरुष प्रकृतिस्थो हि भुङ्क्ते प्रकृतिजान् गुणान्. कारणं गुणसङ्गोऽस्य सदसद्योनिजन्मसु उपद्रष्टानुमन्ता च भर्ता भोक्ता महेश्वरः परमात्मेति चाप्युक्तः देहेऽस्मिन् पुरुषः परः य एवं वेत्ति पुरुषं प्रकृतिं च गुणैः सह सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि न स भूयोऽभिजायते ध्यानेनात्मनि पश्यन्ति केचिदात्मानमात्मना अन्ये साङ्ख्येन योगेन कर्मयोगेन चापरे अन्ये त्वेवमजानन्तः श्रुत्वान्येभ्य उपासते तेऽपि चातितरन्त्येव मृत्युं श्रुतिपरायणाः यावत् सञ्जायते किञ्चित् सत्त्वं स्थावरजङ्गमं क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञसंयोगात् तद्विद्धि भरतर्षभ समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरो विनश्यत्स्व विनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति समं पश्यन् हि सर्वत्र समवस्थितमीश्वरं न हि नस्त्यात्मनात्मानं ततो याति परां गतिं प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथात्मानम् अकर्तारं स पश्यति यदा भूतपृथग्भावम् एकस्तमनुपश्यति तत एव च विस्तारं ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा अनादित्वात् निर्गुणत्वात् परमात्मायमव्ययः शरीरोऽपि करोति न लिप्यते तथा सर्वगतं सूक्ष्म आकाशन्नोपलिप्यते सर्वत्रावस्थितो देहे आत्मानोपलिप्यते तथा प्रकाशयत्येकः तत्त्वलोकविभक्त्रविः क्षेत्रक्षेत्री तथा तत्त्वं प्रकाशयति भारत क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेव विभागयोगो नाम त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः ॐ सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः हरिः ॐ ॐ कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्य सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि व्यासनारायणायेति समर्पयामि सद्गुरु नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. We have done the offering with this, my dear friends. 13th chapter concluded. That announcement we are making. Tomorrow we'll start the 14th chapter, equally beautiful. Congratulations for the conclusion of first chapter of the Jnana Shatka. ऐसे देखते जाओ सब हो जाएंगे. Then I'll take for you Upanishads straight away. बढ़िया सा समझोगे तुम क्यों मुश्किल है तुमको. You are youngsters, dynamic, intelligent. You also think like that. So why not prove it? Okay. Now let us do the last thing of the day. Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam. Om Abadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulям Ramanama Varanane. ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्याम नमः. ओम श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि नमः. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. अथ श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि प्रणीत रामायणमः शास्त्रम् बालकाण्डं प्रथमः सर्गः संक्षिप्त रामायण चरित्र सर्गः श्रीराम परमात्मनः सद्गुणवर्णन सर्गः chant 8 9 10 11 quickly इक्ष्वाकुवंश प्रभवो रामो नाम जनैः श्रुतः नियतात्मा महावीर्यः द्युतिमान् धृतिमान् वशी बुद्धिमान् नीतिमान् वाङ्मी श्रीमान् शत्रुनिबर्हणः विपुलांसो महाबाहुः कम्बुग्रीवो महाहनुः महोरस्को महेश्वासः गूढजत्रुररिन्दमः आजानुबाहुः सुशिराः सुललाटः सुविक्रमः न समः समविभक्ताङ्गः स्निग्धवर्णः प्रतापवान् पीनवक्षा विशालाक्षः लक्ष्मीवान् शुभलक्षणः. So in this, how many we have seen? 16 plus 5, 21 plus 9, 30 plus 16, 46. So now in today's shloka, some more values. One of them we saw yesterday already. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are given again. One more set of 8. In our last 3 shlokas, it is 8, 8, 8. Before that, it was 9. Before that, it was 5. Before that, in 3, 4 shlokas together, there were 16 values of Rama. So with this 9, the count will go for what? You know, 21 plus 9 30, 30 plus 24, 54 वैल्यूज अभी तक ये श्लोक में जो पढ़ा है सब पढ़ने से. ओके, लेट अस चैंट दिस श्लोका 2 टाइम्स. धर्मज्ञः सत्यसन्धश्च प्रजानां च हिते रतः यशस्वी ज्ञानसम्पन्नः शुचिर्वश्यः समाधिमान्. अगेन, धर्मज्ञः सत्यसन्धश्च प्रजानां च हिते रतः यशस्वी ज्ञानसम्पन्नः शुचिर्वश्यः समाधिमान्. In this 12th shloka, 8 are the Rama Bhagavan's qualities are mentioned. We'll mention them. First we have seen yesterday. Second one today we'll see even third if possible. So the 8 values in his are: one is Dharmajnaha, second Satyasandha, third Prajanam cha hite rataha, fourth Yashasvi, fifth Jnana Sampannah, sixth Shuchihi, seventh Vashyah, eighth Samadhiman. Okay? So one we saw yesterday, Bhagavan Rama is Dharmajnaha. Means Dharma he knows how to practice, Dharma he practiced, the benefit of Dharma he experienced. Therefore, he knows Dharma, how great it is. That's called a Dharmajna. So we explained yesterday Dharma as an individual, then Dharma for the social work, Dharma as a king, Kshatriya. Fourth is Dharma towards your own faculties. Fifth and last is the ultimate Dharma, that you are the spiritual ultimate truth, recognizing it. These Pancha Dharmas, Ramaji, jante hain, karte hain. So you and I also, without succumbing to that laziness at any level, knowing all these things like Rama, we have to practice and become ourselves also Dharmajnaha. And then a person who is selfless, egoless, pure, have the grace of God, Guru and Shastra Dhenam, for him, even in sorting out the issues, whether one is involved in them or the issue is objective between some other people, he knows with his intuitive power what is correct, what is dharma, what is to be done. You know, in our good olden days, every village used to have that mukhya, not an arrogant mukhya to suppress all the. No, any problems, cases come of conflicts, they go to him. And he, being the lover of the Lord or the Gurus and also the Praja, he will just listen to the whole story. Then he will say, this is the reason, therefore, this person is wrong, this person is right. So this wrong person should compensate with this to that right person. So he used to give that, and everybody is to accept it. In that, the truth also is there. So that power was there because of purity, the power of knowing what is dharma. This is the sixth dharma, along with the five what we have seen. Dharma. Even in big wars between two big countries, to be able to know what is dharma and suggest. And you should know where and how to suggest in public platform or calm and quiet. ये सारा तो इस तरह से राम जी इज नो राम धर्म वन इज डन. So with this 47th value is done. 48th value is what? Satya Sandhacha. Bhagavan has Sandhi, Sandhanam, Anusandhanam. Never with Asatya, only with Satya. Again, the four levels of Satya are: one is the ultimate Satya, Paramatma. Second is what is spoken by the Shastra, Satya. Third Satya is our intellectual conviction following the above two. Fourth Satya is vocally we speak the same, and with physical body, physically we do only that thing. That's called Satya. Satya Sandha. The scriptural authority is the first meaning of Satyam. Intellectual conviction is the second meaning of Satyam. Before these two, the absolute truth, the reality. Paramatma alone is real. Everything is superimposed on him. So that is the first Satyam. Shastriya Vani, second Satya. My own pure positive intellectual conviction is Satya. Then the fourth one is by mouth and by action, doing only that thing. Isn't it? Like the Bhagwan Shivji's Mandir in Kashi. That entire thing belongs to Hindus. It's a Satya. How many evidences, proofs are there? And to speak Satya in defense to our own Sanatana Dharma is correct and required. You can't talk, not talking also papa. मेरी मंदिर को मेरा if I say my mother is my mother, is it a sin or what? It is my nation. Is it sin to say? Is it my Hinduism? What is wrong in it? It's a pride. I belong to such a great. Are the people belonging to the lower such things also have the pride of them? They belong to it. How can't we have the pride belonging to such a glorious Sanatana Dharma? है ना दूसरों को मार के कन्वर्ट करने वाले ही फील एरोगेंट अबाउट देयर रिलीजन द यूनिवर्स का अच्छा ही सुखी खुश कामना करने वाला टू आवर हिंदुइज्म हाउ मच रेस्पेक्ट प्राइड आई मस्ट हैव थिंक अबाउट इट सेम वे माय टेम्पल इज माय टेम्पल माय राम इज माय राम तुम्हारा मेरा नहीं बोल रहा हूं मैं तुमने मेरा तोड़ के मेरे पे अपना बनाया अब मैं मेरा मांग रहा हूं सत्य संधा आई एम नॉट आस्किंग योर प्लेसेस टू गिव मी एंड ऑल see the beauty of Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. So Ramaji's all these levels Satya Sandha. Absolute Satya के साथ अनुसंधान है I am Brahman. The Satya what is taught in our Shastras. Because Shastra never speak that untruth. If it's untruth it is speaking, it should have been rejected by now. How come from thousands of years same Shastras are continuing? Only because Satya. For Hinduism, for our Shastras, the strength and support is the Satya in it. क्योंकि वो सत्य है वो ठीक ही रहेगा जो नहीं सत्य है वो चला जाएगा कुछ भी करो हिंदुइज्म कांट बी डिस्ट्रॉयड बिकॉज इट इज ट्रूथ you may in between create some glani dukkha to it but it will revive and revitalize become strong again so shastriya satyam third is intellectual conviction in that again where is bandhanam where is moksha I have understood therefore I work for moksha only not bandhanam intellectual satyam and a professional intellectual satyam that I am convinced to be this professional. So reach to that position and serve. Like all you youngsters, when you are asked, what do you want to become? Intellectually सोच कर बताओ for the country. So each will have your own goal. So that becomes your intellectual conviction. Living that is Satyam. Like my intellectual conviction is talk on Geetha to my youth and all people in the country. Improving myself in talking and all, conveying the thought as exactly said by the rishis. I am doing only this job. That is my intellectual Satyam. Then the vocal level Satyam is speaking truth from the mouth. Sometime, if it is harming the other people, not speaking the truth is the truth there. Satya is not only thing as it is. We have to see the benefit also. Finally, the Satyam is practically living life as we are convinced by the Shastra. So Bhagavan Rama was always Satya Sandaha. Never he yielded for any small little profits to the asatya. झूठ मूठ असत्य भाषण, असत्य विज्ञान, असत्य शास्त्रों का विरोध करना, भगवान के लिए मानना नहीं, भगवान को नास्तिक बनना. These four are the opposite asatyas. Rama never did that. And Satya Sandha always is in the Sandhi Sandhana connection with the Satya only. उनके जीवन में कभी असत्य हुआ ही नहीं. Big topic it is. You have to think intellectually. When you start now, slowly that knowledge starts coming. Then you know what is the meaning of knowledge. How when we live knowledge, life, life becomes beautiful. So dharmagna satya sandascha. The third one, today little we'll see, tomorrow more. Prajanam cha hite ratah. Not priye ratah. प्रजाओं का प्रियता में हमें रमण नहीं करा. प्रिय मीन्स डूइंग व्हाट दे लाइक और लव, which is not correct. Doing only what is correct and required. That's called hita. तो पेरेंट्स बच्चों का प्रिय करते हैं तो बच्चे सत्यानाश. पेरेंटहुड का नहीं फुलफिल करने के कारण दे आल्सो आर अटल फेलियर्स. But is the priya of the children, they do the hita for the children. Then they are true parents. Children also get great achievements in the future. So Praja are like children to Rama. So therefore, as a father, in the hita of the Praja, always is reveling, like our present government. In that, what are the thinkings, what are the sacrifices, what are the hardships to go through in doing hita to the Praja, as a King Rama did 5, 6 things. Tomorrow we will discuss. Okay, today we'll stop here. Thank God we have done our 13th chapter concluded on 26 January. And 13 to 26. Om Purnam Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mahapriyat Shanto Muchcheda Vandebhya Muktaschan Vimojit असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतंगमयं पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. वेद व्यास भगवान की जय. श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय. वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदम्. ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णु. ओम मंगलम गुरुदेवाय मने गुणा मंगलम श्री कुरुक्षेत्र मंगलम कौसलेन्द्र दाशरथायज्ञ श्री तन्नो. बोल सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय. बोल श्री गीता माता की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. श्रोता भक्त भक्त साधक सेवा उपास जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय. समस्त युवा मंडली की जय. भारत माता की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. ओम सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम. अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति गीता माता की जय. Thank you friends. Again congrats for the chapter 13 conclusion. 14th also small. 24 or 28 only shlokas but very sweet. Don't miss it also. And enjoy being Bharatiya Sanatana Dharmi by knowing the intricacies and keep on learning, practicing. It is a many lives of continuous sadhana. You all know it. Perfection is an effort, not an achievement. We have to keep on putting efforts to perfect ourselves as a true human being, first thing, and true Bharatiya, true Sanatana Dharmi, and true lover of the world universe. Therefore, true servant of the world universe, mainly in the cultural, spiritual values. Other things दूसरे कर ही रहे. I really congratulate you for everything. Wish you for your best, glorious future, and extend my thanks for giving me this opportunity. My love to you all. Okay. Om Sri Rama. Thank you, friends. Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat, Sajjana Shantimapnuyat, Shanto Muccheda Bandebhyaha, Muktaschanyan Vimochet, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Mritangamaya, Om, Purnamada Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate, Om Shanti 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 Om, Sri Gurubhyo, Paramanashibhyo, Parabrahmane, Shuddhimatre, Tatsat Brahmaranastu, कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, व्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय, वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Today morning I was getting this thought. There is a teacher's day, there is children's day, there is parents' day. How many days are there? Women's day, youth day, all of that. The thought was there should be a day dedicated, at least in India, साधु सन्यासी डे। है ना, उनके नाम पे भी एक दिन हो जाए, सब नमस्कार करें उनको, जाके साधु कम से कम भोजन खिलाओ, है ना, साधु संत डे। सारे गोइंग टू द आश्रमास, डूइंग प्रणाम दोस महात्मास, है ना, एक छोटा कपड़ा दे दो उनको, खाना दे दो, नॉट फॉर देम, दे आर बियॉन्ड ऑल, फॉर अस ओनली, वी गेट लॉट ऑफ पुण्य। When you become Prime Minister or Chief Minister, do this thing. Sadhu Santa Divas. है ना, ज्ञानी ब्रह्म ज्ञानी दिवस. So too we should have one day Srimad Shruti Mata Day, Veda Day of Vedas, dedicated to Veda Mata. Then one day is beautiful thing I tell you, spiritual day. That day whole country should do only spiritual sadhanas. सब स्कूलों में, कॉलेज में, हर जगह. So Shruti Mata Day, Sadhu Santa Day, spiritual day. These are my requests. Along with making India Hindu, changing the constitution, and bringing the Shastra Dhyanam to all in its true sense, then seeing to it that the whole world is growing in most beautiful cultural spiritual way, taking guidance from Bharata Mata. Every Hindu, like now every of the Indian Hindu is so good in his heart, except some exceptions who are corrupt, selfish and criminal minded, but बाकी सब तो अच्छे मिजाज दिल के हैं. With this, to this, when values added, spirituality added, it becomes Swarga. Swarga is nowhere outside. It is in the heart's purity, in the heart's love for the Lord and all, in the heart's wisdom of the truth. There is Swargam. Thank you, friends.